Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and in this week's video, I'll be doing a sit-down video because I am high-key too lazy to record any other type of video, and I'll be doing the Get to Know Me tag, and this is from Emma Chamberlain. She was the one who compiled the questions for like 2 other tags. She has all her questions typed out, so I can actually just like answer them, so let's just get started. And by the way, I just got back from work, so my energy levels are kind of low, but I was in the mood to record a video, so here we are recording a video. Number 1. What is your name? My name is Angeline Pham. And then what's your middle name? So my middle name is T, and that's a Vietnamese name. And yeah, my mom also has that as her middle name, but I just have a different variation. Like, it's Thy, and I guess the typical spelling of it would be Thi, so yeah, that's kind of cool. Where am I from? So I'm from Maryland. Where do I live? I live in Maryland. What do you do for a living? I'm not an adult, so I'm almost an adult, which is really scary, but I don't have like an actual adult job, I'd say. I just work as a cashier and I make my coin and I spend it on food. But yeah, that's what I do. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is pink, and it doesn't look like that because my room is gray. I like the gray room for like the minimalist aesthetic. But if I had to like pick a clothing color or something, I'd pick pink all the time. What is your star sign? So I'm not really into astrology, but I'm a Leo. I hope that's what star sign means. If anyone is into astrology and wants to teach me, I'm willing to learn. I tried to teach myself, but I got lost in like all the birth charts and stuff, and I'm just like, huh. What is your favorite music genre? I'm into pop, I'd say, but I don't really listen to music that frequently anymore, or I just listen to the same playlist that my friend makes for me, or like a playlist that's like throwbacks to the 2010s or the 2000s, something like that. Who's your favorite musician? I don't really have one at the moment. Like, I would say Harry Styles, but he hasn't uploaded anything in a long time, or I guess like a year, so I don't really have any new content to stan. Favorite food? I love oatmeal. I eat it every single day without a fail. I always eat it. Favorite drink? I like to drink water, but I'd say I like bubble tea. That's my favorite drink if I didn't have to pick water. Just anything sweet, really. Sweetness. Perfect. Favorite snack? I like apples and peanut butter. That's my go-to snack all the time at home. Favorite holiday? I really do like Christmas. It's truly my favorite holiday, but I mainly like the build up to Christmas more than the actual holiday itself. It's like Christmas lights, Christmas music, snowy weather sometimes. Everywhere is just decorated Christmas. It just makes me so happy. Favorite pastime? I watch YouTube a lot, as you can tell. I go on walks. Favorite sport? I'm not really into sports anymore. I used to be into it a lot during middle school and just my past life. What is something you're talented at? I'm just talented at wasting time, I guess, because I wake up like at 9 and then I blink and then it's somehow like 10 p.m. and I'm just like, oh, my whole day's gone. So that's my life. What is something you wish you were talented at? I wish I was talented at playing an instrument. I wish I knew how to play an instrument. Like, I could be learning right now. Actually, maybe I should learn this summer. I admire people who do know how to play an instrument because I feel like it's a really great bonding tool and it builds connections. Are you competitive? I would say maybe. Now that high school's over, I'm just like, I'm just kind of chilling, but I would say I tried academically really hard in high school, and yeah, it has paid off, but like, did I have to go try hard? I don't know. I chilled out more during senior year and just spent more time relaxing, so I have no idea. Honestly, I would say I don't know to that. If you know me in real life, you tell me. Describe yourself in a single sentence. Dorky girl who likes food, and yeah. What is the best compliment you've ever received? In middle school, my religion teacher was like, you're gonna go places in life. And I feel like that compliment itself just made me want to try harder and to just achieve things in high school, maybe? I don't know. That compliment alone has had a significant impact on me, and I'm not sure if he was trying to be sarcastic or if he was genuine, but it has motivated me quite a bit. What are some of your bad habits? Procrastination. Basically everything is about procrastination. I procrastinate a shower, and I procrastinate studying. I procrastinate doing tasks. Sorry about that. What are your favorite things about yourself? I like my smile. What is on the top of your bucket list? This is my summer bucket list. I don't have a life bucket list really, but I do have a summer bucket list for 2021. Get bubble tea during sunset. So I've already accomplished that, so we're doing pretty good, boys. What are 3 long-term goals? Want to get through college, I guess, and get a nice job after. Travel the world and explore new countries. Find a true best friend, like the true homie. We are like #1 besties on Snapchat, like that kind of homie. You know, that's what I want in life. What are 3 short-term goals? This summer, I just want to enjoy my last summer of childhood before college. Let's look at my bucket list actually. Those are my goals. Learn Python. So I know like basics from, you know, beginner tutorials, but I want to get more in depth. Another short-term goal is I want to learn a new recipe or dish. What are you doing today to help you achieve those goals? I am gonna study a bit for my math placement test for college. That way I can place into Calculus 1. This whole year in math, I basically did nothing. I need to review pre-calc, which I need to get into Calc 1 for college, which will help me graduate college, you know? What is your biggest accomplishment? I don't even know. I'm just proud of where I am in life and all that I've accomplished till now. What is an ideal first date for you? I don't know because I've never gone on a date. If I had to go on a date, then I wouldn't want to go to dinner and like sit down and have to face them. I would want to do something more like activity based. It would be more fun if it was an activity. That way we could focus on the activity more. I just don't want to have a sit down date. I want to do something. That way it's less awkward, I feel like. What is something you look for in a partner? I actually wrote a list about this like a year ago. I watched the movie To All the Boys I've Loved Before. I read the book and I watched the movie, and then after that I wrote a letter to my Peter Kavinsky, my future Peter Kavinsky. Yeah, I just need someone who vibes with me. Like they get how I am kind of a dork, but they manage to get around that and somehow vibe with me. Who is your role model? I feel like this is the kind of question where you would be like, oh yeah, my mom is my role model. I guess I look up to Elon Musk. I really do like his work ethic and how he's like constantly on the grind, but I personally don't see myself doing that in the future, like being on the grind constantly. I just want to chill out at some point in life. Which of your parents are you more like? A lot of people say that I look more like my dad. I would say that I do have the personality of my dad too, because he's also like awkward. My mom is more uptight and talkative. Which of your parents are you closest to? To be honest, I wouldn't say that I am like besties with my parents. I would go to my mom more for things. What is the last book you read? I recently finished the second book of 50 Shades of Grey. It's like 50 Shades Dark or something like that. What is your favorite fairy tale? I'm not into fairy tales, so I can't really give you an answer for that. What is your favorite quote? So my favorite quote, I put it as my senior quote in the yearbook. I'll take a picture and load it here somehow. The quote is mayonnaise an instrument? Favorite subject in school? I was definitely into like any science class in school, besides physics, I'd say. Subject you were best at? I did pretty well in Spanish. Like I would get like 100 almost every quarter. But it doesn't mean that I'm actually good at speaking Spanish, because I feel like I learned like the grammar tense or the vocab that I needed to pass the test, and then I would forget it. And this would happen every single year. And now, to this day, I'm done with Spanish, and all I can do is speak in present tense. Favorite teacher? One of my favorite teachers is actually any English teacher I kind of vibed with, because I felt like they got me, especially like my junior and senior year teachers. And I also do like this one chem teacher that I had in high school. So yeah, any science teacher I actually really liked. Like my freshman year teacher I liked, my sophomore year teacher I liked, my junior year teacher I liked. Also my senior year teacher is the same as my sophomore year, so actually, oh my goodness, I only asked for one teacher, but I don't have like one single teacher. Who has left the most impact on your life? You know what? I would actually say my parents for this one. Like either one of my parents. They both moved here in their 20s from Vietnam, and they started from the bottom, like fast food life, or just like hair salon, or just like basically low level minimum wage jobs. They went through community college, transferred to a 4-year university. They graduated, got a nice job that pays the bills and allows my family to go on nice vacations and to take time off. And I am eternally grateful for them and all that they've done for me and my brother, also family members who they now are able to support. I look up to them. What app do you use the most? I would say I use YouTube a lot. What piece of technology can you not live without? I would actually say my phone, because my phone can do everything that my laptop can, basically. It's basically attached to my hand at this point. What countries have you visited? Let me pull up a map real quick and see. I'm not the most well-traveled girl or whatever, but I have had my fair share of tropical vacations. So I've been to Vietnam, the Dominican Republic a few times, Mexico, Jamaica, the Bahamas, Bermuda, Canada. I really do like beach vacations. What countries would you like to visit? I really do want to go to Europe one day. I was gonna go this year actually, during spring break. My friend and I were gonna go to like, I think it was like Switzerland, France, like those countries, but it was canceled because of COVID. I would personally want to go to Greece. The water there looks beautiful, the architecture, like all the white buildings, amazing. I would like to go to South America is not a country, but like those countries, because it seems lit down there. All those countries I've read about in like Spanish textbooks, they always seem like they're having a blast down there. So any country down there, I mean, safe first of all, and I would also need a friend who can actually speak Spanish so I can survive down there. Cause I don't think my like hola, como estas is gonna cut it. I mean, it might cut it for like 5 minutes, but after that, whoosh. Most embarrassing memory. So my most embarrassing memory comes from 5th grade. At the moment, it's not really that embarrassing anymore because it's been quite a few years and I've replayed it in my head so many times at this point, I've kind of forgotten it. It was Ash Wednesday and I was in 5th grade and I just passed out for no reason. So my friend Alexa, who was next to me during church at this time, so I went to a Catholic school, right? And on Ash Wednesday, we would go to church because that's how Catholics roll. So we're in church, and I start seeing black, and it got like progressively worse and worse. But I thought it was like a passing thing, and eventually I would like regain my sight. Also, my hearing just got like worse and worse. It was like kind of like turning down the volume, and I got to the point where I couldn't hear anymore. I just saw pitch black, and I could still think in my head. I was like thinking like, oh yeah, I'm fine, guys. But in reality, according to my friend Alexa, I was kneeling and I just started leaning forward and forward. I like collapsed basically, and my teacher, according to my friend Alexa, okay, I wasn't awake to hear or see any of this, right? My teacher had to yell during the quietest part of mass and was like, get out of the way, get out of the way, right? And he had to come pick me up. I woke up whenever he picked me up. I was like, oh yeah, go get a drink of water. So I had to walk down the middle of the aisle of the church, right? Down to the exit, and I felt like a million eyes on me because I caused a whole scene. Yeah, that was probably like my most embarrassing moment. How many relationships have you been in? I've been in no real relationships. I don't count Roblox and Club Penguin boyfriends. Freshman year of high school, I told myself I wouldn't date anyone in high school. I am glad that I have stuck to my promise. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? If we're gonna talk about younger self, I'd talk to my freshman year self. I would say try out more things in high school, like try out theater, learn an instrument and join band, try speech and debate. Literally just try anything. One thing you now know that you wish you'd known as a kid. I felt like my past life I was so wrapped up in trying to be cool and just trying to fit in. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because I don't talk to any of those people now. Tea or coffee? I wouldn't just drink like hot tea from, like they serve it at like Chinese restaurants sometimes, and I'm just not a huge fan of it because it's so hot, first of all, and there's no sugar in it, so I would just pick coffee, but I don't drink coffee personally. So on my driver's license it says I'm 5'6", but at the doctor's I float in between 5'5" and a half and 5'6". Cats or dogs? I would pick a dog. Funniest moment throughout school. Let's talk about a funny moment that I caused. So, like sophomore year and junior year, I found this bathroom sophomore year on the 3rd floor of my high school, so that's like the top floor, No one would go into it. It's like the girls' bathroom. It was on a specific part of the hallway, or like a low traffic part of the hallway, and I would go sit there during lunch because lunch was like 1 hour, 1.5 hours, something like that. I would sit in there and play phone games because there was phone signals, so I could like go on Instagram, I could text people from there, I could go play my phone games, because back then I would play this like bakery game where you would have to come on like every few hours to like unload your oven and set out the food. So that was what I would do, and people were just like, what an L, or like, what a loser, and they would find it funny. So that's my funny story from high school. How many countries have you visited? I forgot the countries I listed earlier, but I would say more than 3. Are you in / have you gone to college? I'll be going there in like 3 months. I'm kind of in the in-between phase. What was your favorite / worst subject in high school? My favorite would be bio. My worst subject would be literature, actually. Yeah, literature. That was like the lowest grade I got in high school. Like at 1/4 I got like an 83%. What is your favorite animal? Squirrel. Because I see them around all the time and they're honestly such a mood. What sports do you play / have you played? Before high school I would do, well, my main 2 were basketball and track. What is your favorite book? I don't really think I have a favorite book. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Abby Sharp for her like dietitian advice. Linda Sun because all her videos are like tiny TED Talks and I like the actual content rolling in the background. She's the one who motivated this channel. Ava Jules because I like her Hawaiian vibes. What is your favorite movie? I also don't have a favorite movie actually. Are you single or taken? Definitely single. Have been single for the past 17 years of my life. How many girlfriends or boyfriends have you had? 0. Favorite memory from childhood? I remember spending Sundays, we would go to church with my family, being the Catholic girls and boys that we are, and after that we would go to the mall and walk around and shop, run around Target and try out all the toys, and then after that I would go to Sunday school. I just miss those kind of Sundays where I would bond with my family. Do you speak any different languages, and how well? My first language actually wasn't English. It was actually Vietnamese because I grew up in a Vietnamese household, right? I would say I'm average at it. My skills have not progressed whatsoever. I'm basically a child when it comes to Vietnamese, but I know enough to get by, basically. Do you have any siblings? I have a younger brother, and he just finished his freshman year, and he'll be a sophomore in high school next year. How would you describe your fashion sense? It's like comfy, sporty, athleisure kind of vibes. What is your favorite restaurant? I don't really have a favorite restaurant where I'm just like, we have to go here. What are some of your favorite TV shows? At the moment, I'm really into Lost. PC or Mac? I have a Mac, right? But I'm also not opposed to having a PC because that's what I had before. Having a Mac is really convenient because I can text on my Mac and I can airdrop and just do a lot of things with my phone, laptop, watch, and soon my iPad, once my school unlocks my iPad from their system. What phone do you have? So I have an iPhone. That's what I'm recording on right now. Tell us one of your bad habits. I would say just checking my phone as soon as I wake up. I feel like it slows me down a lot because I'm just laying in bed trying to check up on all my texts and reply to people. And I'm in bed for like an extra 10 minutes when I could be like up and doing stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching this week's video. I hope you learned something about me. I hope that you got what I was trying to say. And yeah, this was actually pretty fun. I might do another sit-down video sometime soon just because they're really nice and easy to do. And I can just sit here on my chair and be like, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like this video and you can comment if you want.